Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. To you I say Shalom. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the flock of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. This is more proof that we're in these times, man. Alright? Like the book of Second Ezra says, the end is manifest, man. Alright? Alright, so let me get that real quick. Second Ezra chapter 9. I'll start at verse 3. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. All right, the Lord, declared the end from the beginning, even before the time of the prophet Esdras, man. All right, way before his time, man. The Lord already declared how this civilization, this kingdom, this rulership is going to come to an end, man. Verse 5, for like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, right? The end is manifest, man. The definition of that word manifest means easily to be seen, manifest, clear, or obvious to the eye or the mind, right? It's not obvious to the majority of our people because the Lord has blinded them, man. All right, but I said all that to show this, how this Fed Now is going to launch in July 2023. Instant payment with the Fed Now service. All right, this is from the Federal Reserve. All right, it says the Federal Reserve, FRBservices.org. All right, and if this was a government institution, it'll be FRBservices.gov, G-O-V. But the Federal Reserve, even though the name of it is federal, has nothing to do with the government. It's a private organization, man. All right, this is why the domain is .org and not .gov, man. Because if you go to like the WhiteHouse.com, there is no WhiteHouse.com. It's WhiteHouse.gov, right? Because the White House is a government institution. The Federal Reserve has nothing to do with the government. They actually loan money to the government, all right? And this is why there's so much debt, all right? Because we really got to pay the Federal Reserve back. But how can you pay it back when the U.S. dollar is about to collapse? We're watching a controlled collapse of not only the U.S. dollar, but of America as a nation, man. All right? Let me jump over to the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 3. Ecclesiastes 3 and 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under heaven. All right? Again, under heaven is the earth, man. All right? There's a season, there's a time, a purpose for everything that we're witnessing, everything that we're seeing, everything that we're going through, man. All right? Verse 2, a time to be born and a time to be planted, a time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted, right? Now's the time to pluck up, all right? Babylon, man. Now's the time for Babylon to get rooted out, man. All right? Verse 3, a time to kill and a time to heal, a time to break down and a time to build up. And this is the times that we're in now. All right, spiritually and physically, the Lord is breaking down Babylon little by little. But at the same time, He's building up Israel at the same time. But Israel's being built up while Babylon's being destroyed. But eventually, America will be physically destroyed by the way of thermonuclear missiles and the chariots of the Lord, man. All right? But before this happens, prophecy has to take place. And the major prophecy, one of the last major prophecies that we're waiting for is the Revelation, man. The Revelation 13. Revelation 13 and 16. And He causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. All right, and that MOTB is or the mark of the beast is the RFID microchip that Esau Edom is going to implement for the whole world to take, man. All right, and what's going to set off that mandate is the collapse of the U.S. dollar, man. The U.S. dollar is the world reserve currency, so once that collapses, it will have a trickle effect over the global economy. All right, it's not just going to be the U.S. that crashes alone. All right, it's going to cause a ripple effect, and all the nations are going to feel it, man. All right, because what does Babylon do? Babylon purchases from other nations, man. Babylon is the greatest consumer on the planet Earth, man. All right, even though nations like India, nations like China will have over 1 billion people, they don't consume as much as Babylon does, man. Consume as much as Americans, because a lot of products are made in China, right? A lot of resources, tech resources are made in India, man. That's why when you call like customer service, you'll reach somebody in India. You won't. It's hard to talk to an American over the phone now when it comes to customer service, because all of our everything that we buy is imported into the land, and all the workers and the work is exported too, man. Because why would you want to pay somebody even if minimum wage is $8, or let's say minimum wage was $10 in America, right? You could pay somebody in India $3 an hour doing the same job, and they don't have to go into the office. All I gotta do is have the internet and pick up the phone, man. And this is why you starting to see this, man. All right, but this is all because this is a controlled collapse, and this is MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium is where I believe the Giants play, the baseball team. I think the Jets play. Yep, the Jets, the New York Giants, and I believe the baseball team, the Giants, play here too. It says MetLife. Welcome to MetLife Stadium. MetLife Stadium is now cash free. To reduce touch points, we have implemented mobile ticketing upon entry and cash free transactions at all concession stands and retail locations. Right? This is letting you know, little by little, that they're getting ready for a digital currency, man. They're just laying the groundwork now. So once they flip the switch to activate, all right, the Fed now is now the official coin, all right, the official currency. They'll have the groundwork already laid down, all right. This is Esau Edom building the railroad tracks before they put passengers on the train. You gotta have the tracks first so the train can ride on. So they were laying down the groundwork, which is that blockchain currency, the blockchain, right? So with Bitcoin and the blockchain, every transaction is ID'd and monitored, man. So there's no more, getting paid under the table. There's no more, you know, receiving tips without, cash tips without Esau Edom not knowing, man. So every dollar you have, every dollar you make, every dollar you spend, every dollar you save, with the Fed Now coin, which will eventually become the MOTB, right? Will be identified, man. This way they have control over your taxes. They know exactly how much of tax you got to pay. They have control. They can control whether you're allowed to spend money, right? They can control what you spend your money on. If you like, and they'll monitor you too. They'll monitor your internet activity, right? Or if this person listens to a lot of rock music, he seems depressed by the things he's googling. We're not gonna allow him to buy guns, all right? Now on the surface it sounds like a good thing, but you lose all control, man. All right, but I'm gonna wrap it up with that. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Again, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles, the great millstone that rule well. And peace and salutations to the elect of Israel. Until next time, I want to say Shalom and Abad Ball.